industry, but we're a national platform that provides real opportunities, real exposure, and real industry connections. Just log on to MakeItMag.com. Sign up for your membership and start submitting music to get booked on major shows, magazine features, radio interviews, sponsorships, and more great opportunities. That's MakingItMag.com. Doing dope stuff for dope artists. 10 years strong. MidwestMixtapes.com, the #1 website for Midwest rap. MidwestMixtapes.com. They promote and market albums, mixtapes, singles, and videos. MidwestMixtapes.com. They can get you on DJ conference calls, blogs, and email blasts. MidwestMixtapes.com. They work with several magazines, college radio campaigns, and street teams in multiple cities.
It's going down.
Here's another exclusive interview on K100 Radio.
You are tuned to the K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
Right?
K100, you bastard.
K100 Radio. What up? All right, y'all. It's family time. It's family time. Gather around. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story about this artist that I met many years ago. And she was I was at the bar exam. Shout out to those guys over at Apache, Mike Sick, all those guys put on a dope platform for years. Came through. This young lady was up there ripping the stage. She was doing a thing. It was a competition. It was the bar exam. You had to come prepared to do your thing. She rocked out. I was there working. K100 Radio had been around for a little bit, but of course not as long as we've been around now. Networking. Young artist came up to me and said, "Hey, I know I'm an artist, but I'd also like to get into radio. I'd like to get into media, And I told her, I said, well, I'm always down to mentor. I'm always down, to help, to show love. And if there's something that you want to know, just hit me up. And I've had that conversation with a lot of people before. I've had that conversation with many artists. They never hit you up. They never really follow up. But this one did. And her name was JC Rocker, right? And she did her thing on the show that night. The people were feeling her music, that vibe. But she was new. She had some work to do. But I felt like she had a good energy. And the way she approached me, I was like, you know what? She just seems like somebody that's hungry and just wants somebody to, show her some love. Maybe she probably could, use a mentor. She probably could really take it in. And so she hit me up. And she said, I want to be a part of K100 Radio. I want to rock with you. She said, I know I'm an artist. And I'm working, I'm doing my thing, but I also like, that side of it too. So I said, you know what? Next time I'm doing something, come out. Come out and see if you can meet me out there, whatever. Well, she did. I thought she wasn't going to do it, but she did. She pulled up. She asked me, hey, what can I do? How can I help? And I was kind of like, wow. She really wants to learn. She just wants to be, she wants to learn a little bit more about the industry itself that maybe help better her craft. And this young lady's on the phone lines right now. JC Rocker, what's up?
What's up, PD? What's up?
What's going on?
That was a hell of an introduction.
All right. Just so everybody knows, when she calls me PD, that's her. I'm the program director at K100 Radio, and that's what she's been calling me ever since she's been rocking with K100 Radio as a production assistant. Of course, by the way, a couple of more events. A couple of more times she showed herself to be serious about rocking with us. Then, I said, okay, well, I really need a production assistant. I need a real assistant. And yeah, she's like, well, I mean, that's what I'm doing right now, right? Of course, right? We just got to make it official. You know what I'm saying? So we just gave her an actual title. You know what I'm saying? But JC Rocker is also, and has been, from the moment I met her at a show as an artist. I didn't meet her, out and about at some networking event. No. I met her the first time I saw this young woman. She was on a stage, getting the crowd into it, talking her shit, doing her thing, at the bar exam. That's where I met her. I met JC Rocker, the artist, first, even though she's been rocking with K100 Radio. And it's been a long time coming. We don't really do these direct line interviews. We haven't really done one with her. And it's because she was just like, I'm not ready. That's some real shit. An artist tells you, yeah, I don't have the right material yet. I don't want to do the direct line interview PD, because I'm not really ready. My grind ain't really there. I gotta get some songs. I gotta get my shit together. Because she's seeing us interview these other artists that are coming through, and some of them are really great. She's like, no, I'm not ready yet. Now she's been back in the lab over the past couple of months. She's got some new singles out. She's got some new material. And she said, I'm ready to pop my shit. And here we are. Let's get into it, shall we?
You are tuned to K100 Radio,
right.
Hip Hop and R&B.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
K100, you bastards.
All right. That's the best I can do, JC. Take it away. Go ahead. Tell us who we rocking with, babe. You got it.
All right, what's up, worldwide? This is your girl, JC Rocker, a.k.a. the world's greatest production assistant of K100 Radio. And I was made by Sharon and Gerald Walker. And, of course, JC Rocker, mentored by the best, Blizzum. and I just love music. I love hip-hop. And my goal is to serve hip-hop. My goal is to serve hip-hop. My goal is to be one of the best artists, to be part of, somebody's greatest of all time list. But other than that, I just want to do great music. All right. That's all. That's it. All and, right. Of course, I'm about them bars.
So JC's also a songwriter. She does a lot of work writing for other artists. You know what I'm saying? And we've had this discussion, just like I asked the interview right before this one, press play. Like, how often do you jump on the mic? You know what I'm saying? Like, how often do you know? And JC she's a songwriter. She's over when she wasn't really working on her music, she was actually ghostwriting for other people. And I told her, I said, listen, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, that's just gonna sharpen your pen whenever you're ready to do your stuff. I said, but it also keep you networking in the grind. You know what I'm saying? One of those songs could hit, and a check doesn't matter who the hell wrote it. I don't care if I'm getting a publishing check. I don't care if it's my song or your song or whose song. If I'm getting a check for it, it doesn't actually really matter. That's it's just money you're getting. So I just told her, I said, man, keep up with the ghostwriting. And she's been like crazy networking with other artists and writing for them and stuff. But she was like, it's time. I'm ready to get back in the lab and do my stuff. So, all right, JC, you said that you're here for hip hop. You said that you're here for the culture. I want you to tell these people that's listening right now in this interview, why is that so important to you as an artist? Because there's a lot of artists that's kind of that jump into the game because they want to be, honestly, they want to be popular. There's a lot of people who were really popular in high school, and all of a sudden they became somebody, and they see rappers get all the love, and they get all the girls, and they get all the attention, and so they decided to start rapping. But you actually really are into hip hop. You're a connoisseur of the art itself. Why hip hop? What made you travel this particular route with your life? Like, it had to start somewhere. I want to hear the backstory.
The backstory is I love music all my life. And when I was 8 years old in third grade, and that was the time of when Bow Wow was Lil Bow Wow, and I'm like, hold on, kids can do this? All right, I'm going to do this too. And you're right, a lot of people come in here for popularity, they come for clout, and hey, that's a human nature, but I came here for legacy because I know I'm good at music, because the first thing I think about, the first thing I think about and the last thing I think about is music. And there's always a song in my head that hasn't been written, that hasn't been heard by the world. So for me, it's all about legacy, because hey, I'm very great at music, and I know a good hit, I know a good singer, I know a good MC, and vice versa. I know a good radio station. I know who's for the culture, such as K100 Radio. Got to shout that out. And that's what's important to me. And I always say you have to have a servant's heart. It can't just be about you, because we all, like Papa Rocka said, 10 out of 10 of us are going to die, but not a lot of us leave an imprint on this world. And music is my way of leaving an imprint on this world.
Yeah, and I love that answer. And I think that's for a lot of people. While I'm in the middle of this interview, I just want to say, because I'm live on the air, this is literally the first time I've been live on the air. I got to say, talking about leaving a legacy and talking about leaving something after you, I want to say RIP to my homegirl, Grandy, that passed away. My sister Vision's sister, who's also an artist. I just got to just say that while I'm on the air right now. She just almost same age as me, passed away out of the blue unexpectedly yesterday. And I just want to say, first of all, condolences to her family and everything. But she was, they're one of those people. It's like it was in her, and it just, I just said that to just also pay condolences, but also because when you said like, yo, people, it's about what you leave. It's about leaving a legacy. People don't understand that when you're an artist, when you make this music and you put it out there, there are people who will leave this earth and won't even leave an inheritance for their kids. They won't leave land. They won't leave possessions. They won't leave anything. They may not even, all you may know, if it wasn't for social media, people may not even know those people actually really existed at some point in time. That is what makes recording artists different from just average people. And I know everybody jumps into this and they just want to do it, but I think JC is what I saw in her early on is like, she really loves to do music. You know what I'm saying? And as an artist, as myself, I'm also an artist. If you never heard of me before this interview, I'm an artist and a producer myself. That was the kindred spirit that always wanted me to reach back and show love to people like JC. And when she reached out for help and mentorship, just for media, of course I would. It could have been for artists or whatever. I still would have did it. But what she said is important. She wanted to leave something, and that's very important. And independent artists need to understand. When you leave, this music lives. This music stays. It's here. You recorded it. It's on streaming platforms. It's on CDs. For my case, because I'm a little bit older. You know what I'm saying? It's there. The videos are on YouTube. They're there. The people, those video clips of you in the studio, it's there. It's there, and it's a I was here moment. Even if you don't even become a superstar or whatever, you were here, and people can go back and just like the homie we did the last interview. Press play and watch it. And I did that for my friend that passed away, and it just, sometimes I think about that. And JC, back to your interview and back to the whole point, like, that's big, like the importance of leaving a legacy. So now you've got this new music, right? You've got all this great content that you're coming out with, all these songs. You're gearing up, obviously, for an album. You told me you're getting ready to shoot the interview for the song we're getting ready to play. You're back in artist mode. What pushed you back over there? Because you were kind of sort of working with everybody else, but now you're ready to come back out of JC Rocker, the artist now. I want to know what pushed you back over there to the driver's seat. What was it?
Who says I left the driver's seat? First of all,
putting the music out for your, no. I said the driver's seat, whereas putting songs out as JC Rocker, the artist, like dropping songs and getting ready to really release them and push them. You know what I mean? Not working. I know you've been working, but dropping the JC Rocker records and getting ready to let them fly.
Basically, making sure that I dotted my I's and crossed my T's, because one of the reasons why I want to get in music, because I've seen all my favorite artists from TLC, Outkast, Tony Braxton, all of them, they had, one of the dark side of the music business of getting screwed over. I want to make sure before I put it out that I did my due diligence.
Ready?
to put the music out, and that's why I seek mentorship from you. That's why I wanted to learn from you, PD, because you had all the knowledge, and I wanted to make sure that I did A, B, C, all the way through X, Y, and Z. I wanted to make sure when I did put this music out that I did everything correctly so that I get the money.
Right, exactly. And I think that's important. Let me tell you the number one way that I feel like from the moment that I met you up until now that you've elevated. And it's not necessarily about your bars or anything. It's not even really necessarily about your work ethic. You were working when I met you. You were working. I met you on the grind as an indie, doing what you're supposed to do on stage, trying to get your shine on, trying to get your position in the game. It wasn't that, but your knowledge has expanded exponentially about publishing, about mechanicals, about writing, about just the actual industry itself, about the stuff that actually gets you paid. So now, I want you to tell me the difference, because you've put music out before. But this project and this music that you're putting out now Now that you armed with more information because you've been around, you've been to these networking events, you've been to these panels, you're armed with the knowledge. Tell me the difference right now that you're gonna do the way you're gonna move now as an artist, as opposed to what you would do from the day I met you. The day I met you, you were doing the open mic, you were doing the bar exam. That JC Rocker and this JC Rocker in 2022. I want you to give me a stark difference in between those two people as an artist and the way that you move.
Resources and knowledge first and foremost. And we all know the saying, knowledge is power. Well, when you saw me, that JC Rocker that you saw a girl that was hungry, you saw a girl that had potential. Now this JC Rocker that you basically trained, I'm an assassin now. I'm like a ninja. I'm on Bruce Lee level and still hungry. So definitely what I would do, obviously register to a PRO artist. You know, doesn't matter, ASCAP, BMI, of course you got to get invited to the other one. I forgot that one right name is just my mind.
CSAC.
But yeah.
CSAC.
Yep. And making sure, and of course, split sheets. Split sheets is important. And I always say, and ask the producers that I work with, Poppy Hay, Click Track, Said Wines, when you work with JC Rocker, you get paid. Come to Rockaverse. Let me get my Suge Knight on.
Right, exactly.
And yes, and making sure everything is fair, everything is done, and of course the networking that I've gained, the people that I met along, that I felt like, oh, you're a videographer, you're a photographer, and then of course we all say, what's your budget? People ask me what's your budget, and I say, what's your price? You tell me your price, I'm like, okay, let me go stack up, let me get the racks up, and then I come back to them. Exactly. And nobody can say that JC Rocker did not pay them.
Which is important, ladies and gentlemen, as an artist. All right, listen, K100 Radio.
You are tuned into K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
And she's had a lot of songs.
K100, you bastards.
I've heard a lot of them, but she recently dropped one that I felt like, she's got different songs. I've heard a lot. I pretty much heard since I've been knowing her. If a song came out from her after, what year are we at in our relationship, JC? How long have we been knowing each other? I forgot.
We met each other at the end of December 2013. It is now May 2022. So do the math on that one. Almost 10 years, 9 years to be exact.
Right, almost a decade when I met her at the open mic. And she's, like I said, she's been able to hang around with K100 Radio and work with us and just, go to these places and events and meet these people. And like she said, network and get this knowledge and stuff. There's a lot of artists I got to say this. JC, I think one of the major things, there's a lot of artists who probably could be doing as much as you're doing, as long as you're doing, but really not come away with the knowledge. And there was a level of humbleness that you just got to respect, to the point that a lot of artists feel like, I don't want to work with this internet radio station because I'm going to be everybody wants to be a star. But I think that JC realized early on, now, you know what? I need to know more. And, this person knows all these people in the room. And then once she, asked, she said she wanted to be down, and we would go to these places and go to these events and these conferences and stuff that JC Rocker would have to have paid to get into, had she not had the media passes with K100 Radio, obviously. You know what I'm saying? She walked straight in the door with me and went and sat in those events and I was like, yo, after she got done with her job with us, doing what she needed to do, walk right over to all those panels. She would go all the way straight to the panels. PD, we good? We set up? We ready? Boom. She's going to some panel. She's going to network. She's going to do something. She's making the most. And I felt like people don't understand how slick, genius that really was. Because a lot of places, again, she would have had, it wasn't in her budget to pay to get into this conference or go to this event, or what, maybe it wouldn't have. But she didn't have to worry about that because she was rocking with K100 Radio. And it enabled her to gain just this plethora of knowledge, you know what I'm saying, and experience and networking with these people. And I think a lot of artists miss the mark about making that kind of play. Like, yo, you can do both. Like, you can be an artist and also find other backdoor ways into the networking and into the industry to really help yourself. And it's not necessarily, you know, it's not saying that you can't be an artist. It's not saying that you're not dope. It's like cerebral. It's like, yo, I could actually use this situation to my advantage. And I think JC has taken full advantage, you know what I'm saying, of her relationship with the broadcast, man. And I've always just been like, yep, that's exactly what the hell you're supposed to be doing. And that's actually what I wanted her to do when she decided to come. She don't have, she's spending her gas, pulling up, helping me and doing. Of course, I want you to get something out of this. Go meet that producer. Go on that panel, because they may tell you something that I don't know, or maybe something I never got a chance to tell you. Like, that was literally the point of it all. And I think she's maximized it to the T. And now she's armed with the knowledge and she's dropping the music. So her song Oop, I want to talk about Oop. And that's why I was leading to, JC. I personally think Oop is the best record that you've made since I've been knowing you. Not because it's necessarily the best with the bars. You've got other songs where you went in lyrically and all that. But this particular song that I'm getting ready to play is the best single that I felt like could actually really just get you a check, get you some placements. I've preached to you heavily about placements. It's not just about rapping and being a star and being in the clubs. It's like, let's get to the money and lead this money to our kids, right? So what made you want to do Oop?
Yep.
Tell me about Oop. Tell me about the producers, which I know who they are. But let's talk about the record, because I feel like this one is just like a really just great record that could do a lot for you as an artist. Let's talk about that song. How did you create it? How did it come about?
First of all, let's shout out to the producer, Poppy Hay. Shout out to you. Thank you so much, dude, for rocking with me all these years. So make sure, and artists, please shout out to your producers, because some of y'all really wouldn't be nothing without them. But I digress. Anyway, how I made Oop was, I don't know about you, but sometimes songs, they just come in the spirit. And I just remember just repeating this and all this. I think I was at work or somewhere, and I was just like, throw me the Oop when I dunk it. And I'm like, this sounds catchy. And then I put it in the voice memo, and then the spirit just told me to do something with this song. And then next thing you know, the song wrote itself. I'm just like, anybody can get it. You got to handle like Olivia Pope. Think you can test me? That is a nope. And here we are. And of course, and for those that knew me, I also dealt with family issues and a car accident. And it was a journey to record Oop. So that's why Oop is important to me. I still got it done even when I was going through the most difficult times in my life. So you are definitely right. Oop is definitely the best, because I went through hell through this, PD. That's why it's one of the best songs that you've heard.
We'll talk a little bit more about that personal journey in a minute, but I want you guys to listen to Oop. And like I told her, when I first heard the record, I was like, put it on TikTok. Put it on. We literally did an interview with with Press Play right before this. A really popular, well-known producer that was the front end of this interview segment, and he has a song with Blueface called TikTok. That's a whole song about doing shit on TikTok. TikTok is a crazy world. It's making stars every other day. It's literally creating, even if it's not music, it's creating residual income from regular everyday people every day. And I told JC, I said, man, if this song just gets with the right person, if the right celebrity with like millions of viewers happen to just repost a video of somebody doing a nasty dunk on somebody with this song in the background, it's over. It's literally over at that point. I told you that, right, JC? When I heard the song?
Yes, you did, PD.
So I said, and what'd you tell me? I don't know about, you didn't even really want to do it on TikTok, did you? You weren't really sweating TikTok.
Yeah, because I didn't have TikTok at the time, and I'm just like, okay, fine.
Right. So I made a TikTok for her.
I was reluctant.
Yeah, I made a TikTok for her and just did a little snippet. I think it was one of the guys from the Hawks during a playoff game or something, and he did a nasty dunk on somebody. And I just put JC's song to it. Of course, she because of everything that she's learned she understood how to make sure the music was available on TikTok. She just wasn't fucking with TikTok. But the music was on TikTok. It wasn't easy. Just put her name in there. It popped up. And people just started liking it. It wasn't millions, but just that easy. I was like, see what I'm saying? And she was like, yeah, I get it now. You know what I'm saying? So this song is called Oop. And like I said, it's just catchy. And I don't know. I'm telling you, she's like one repost from some NBA player away from this shit just doing something crazy. All right, here it is, JC Rocker. Give us the drop. Give us the full drop, and then I'll play it. You got it. Go ahead.
What's up, worldwide? This is your girl, JC Rocker, rocking with the rocker, rocking with K100 Radio, and this is my song, Oop.
Hey, and she dunking.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. You can get it if you want it. Yo, anybody can get 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 it. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. You can get it if you want it. Yo, anybody can get 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 it. Got a handle like Olivia Pope. Think you can test me? That is a no. Y'all ain't no stand-ups cause y'all a joke. Stand on my guard when I'm up on the post. Yeah, I'm a pro when I'm show the ropes. Hands in the air like I'm giving a toast. Yeah, I be extra, I do the most. Rocker got bars, y'all drop the soap. Y'all done fucked up cause you got me fucked up. Now you in for bad luck. Blue opportunity to keep it real with me. Now shit for you gonna suck. Every time you see me, it's a crossover. You break your ankles to keep up. My care is invisible, bitch. Now, see if I do give a fuck. I care about your feelings just as much I care about your existence. Since you mean nothing to me, I don't give a fuck about your existence. Either way, say I'm away. Injury reserve, you gonna lay. If you gon' play on my court, best believe your ass gonna pay. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. You can get it if you want it. Yo, anybody can get 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 it. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. You can get it if you want it. Yo, anybody can get 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 it. Rocker got the rock, I shoot my shot, hit and miss, don't matter. But my rebound ain't to be played with. Crazy like the Mad Hatter. Dennis Rodman with the defense, bad with the bull, Hall of Fame. So take the charge, I take charge. I ain't giving up shit. Ain't no jump ball in this bitch. It's gonna be in my favor. Go ahead, get your ass out of bounds. Off full court, press on the hater. You won't have the chance to turn it over. Run the clock until it's over. I go Matumbo in the paint. You won't get by. Red Rover, disrespectful with the trash talk. Shrug like 92 Jordan. Don't give a damn if you first pick. Your ass is unimportant. I get real rude, rock over you like Iverson or Ty Lue. Hey, I love winning. What you expect? I don't like to lose. So ferocious with the plays. Take you on solo or squad. Yeah, your ass might take the lead, but I always defeat the odds. Like the scoreboard, get the dub. When I go up, it goes down. Shit on me, up in the shit storm. Shut it down like Kwame Brown. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it. You can get it if you want it. Yo, anybody can get 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 it. Throw me the oop and I'll dunk it.
It's going down. Here's another exclusive interview on K100 Radio.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
JC Rocker, you know the drill.
K100, you bastard.
K100 Radio, and this is a direct line interview, and we are talking to JC Rocker. All right, that was a single called Oop. All right, like I told you, that shit is just made for like a viral video. Just that hook, just throw me the oop. I'm telling you, I said, somebody's going to catch that. Somebody's going to catch that, man. It's going to be a rap. Going to get one of those nice little TikTok checks. Those TikTok checks are nice. Don't be hating on the TikTok checks. People are buying houses with checks from TikTok if that shit catches on. It's crazy. It really is. All right, everybody make sure you hit, everybody make sure that you hit subscribe on the YouTube button. All right, JC. Now, we got another song, too. We got another one that we're going to rock with you. But before we get ready to go into that, let's talk a little bit more about, you said that you went through some tough times. And, of course, as someone who, you know, we talk outside of this particular arena. JC will call me and ask me stuff about, like, stuff, real life stuff. And I try to give her the best advice that I can at all times. It's always it's always the truth, but it's always also the best advice that I can give her at the time. And she was going through a lot. She was going through, stuff with her family. She had a car wreck, a lot of stuff. And it was tight for her. I was like, man, some people give up. Some people can't hack it at that particular point. But JC, you made it. You still here. You kept working. You dropped Oop. You didn't give up. But how tough was it? How hard is it to be an independent artist going through real life shit and still trying to keep that creative edge? Like, tell us about how difficult that can be and what it was like for you.
First and foremost, I like to say health is wealth. You have to put your health first because, luckily my car wreck, I could literally walk, although, I had to get it checked out. Got a 2-mouth disc bulge from the car accident back the day before Mother's Day. I was just worrying about how am I going to get through this. And I would also like to shout out, and she's watching, to Maquita Weisbach. That is my best friend in the world. And luckily, when you have an insurance agent who gives you full coverage insurance, it does help a lot. So thank you, Books. And I also like to thank my god sister, Kalima Lawrence, and Amira Lawrence, and Hadia. I had a good support system. And of course, like you said, and I'd like to thank my mother, my Aunt Jessica, for helping me through that tough time, because it was definitely difficult because, I know I'm going to go through hard times, but when it stops me from, not just getting money in a job, but if it stops me from doing my music, that would definitely devastate me. But if I could, can make it through that another day and get to the music, then okay. So, like I said, I had a good support system. That's how I got through the hard times, because nobody can make it alone. You're going to need God, and God puts good people as vessels in your life to get through. And definitely you were one of that, PD. I just want to say thank you for that.
Right. Well, listen, I have always told you, I was like, it was always about, even if I gave you some advice that you didn't necessarily want to hear, it was always the best thing that I could give you at that time. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be from an artist standpoint or just being a black man with kids. You know what I'm saying? Someone asked me about how old you were. I won't tell anybody's age, but I've got college age kids, and you're not much older than my daughters. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Just to be able to be somebody that can, tell you, hey, I know what you're thinking this way, but listen, I'm also a black man and a father of, a father naturally of 2, a real father of 4 by way of marriage. And you know what I'm saying? It was things that I would tell you. I was like, listen, I would try to give you life lessons to match up, with what you were going through at that time. And I felt like I was always honest, and I always told you exactly how I feel, and I'm gonna do that. But I would like to hope that some of it, kind of helped you get along those times. So you obviously, we're here now. You've got this stuff going on. You've got the new project that you're working on. So did it make you better? Like, did some of the songs that we're going to hear, did some of it get inspired from those tough times? Because oftentimes we hear artists say, hey, I went through this shit, and that's why you're hearing this record. Like, did it help you get in the lab and create more? Like, how did it help your creative juices as an artist?
Well, to be honest, PD, nothing stops my creative juices. I'm always creating in my head. But what keeps me going is, like you said, I had a passion for this. And by the way, I will also like to shout out to my girl, Reese. I forgot about her. So I would like to say, Reese, thank you so much. You are the biggest prayer warrior, and I love you. And now I digress. I'm a very determined person, PD. If you're in my way, I'm going to move you out my way, or you can just get out my way. But like I said, I've had this dream since I was 8, and I will gladly tell my age. I'm 30 years dope, and so far, nobody, I may have had setbacks, but nobody has stopped me, because like I said, I have a mission, and I'm going to complete the mission, and when I complete the mission, I'm going to go on another mission, and I'm going to win. Exactly. So life inspires me. What I've been through inspires me, and that's what makes me a dope-ass artist, because I'm authentic. I'm not here for clout. I'm here for legacy. And if you rock with me, you're gonna rock with the real. And if you don't, hey, I'm nobody's cup of tea. But if you think disrespecting me is gonna deter me, not only am I gonna hurt your feelings and rip you a new one, I'm gonna be better than that. and you're just going to have to cry.
You know, JC, by the way, I just want to just be so we clear on the air. Does anybody ever call you mean? I'm telling this we're gonna have this conversation now on the air. Has anybody ever called you mean, JC?
Plenty of times.
Plenty of times, yeah.
I called myself mean.
Because you can. People have called me mean, although I completely disagree with you people. I think you people just have me all twisted. But I think JC's actually fucking mean sometimes. Like, just fucking mean. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when you're talking to her, you're like, bro, like, yo, you just can't be that fucking mean. You know what I'm saying? You just can't do that. You can't be that mean. And she's like, but fuck that, PD. No. I'm like, yo, I understand. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes y'all motherfuckers make bitches get out of their character. And speaking of that, you know what I'm saying? That was my segue into this next record. Did you see what I did there? Speaking of making people get out of their character and making people snap on you, which JC doesn't have any problem at all doing. We've got this last record before we get ready to go called Out of My Character, featuring Hope Trilly, who's another dope female artist. We've actually interviewed her on K100 Radio. If you're watching this on YouTube or listening to this on our Spotify podcast or SoundCloud or wherever you listen to this at, just scroll down, not too far, because we haven't interviewed her not too long ago. Scroll down a little bit. We're getting ready to play this song. And if you like the featured artist, we literally got an interview with her on this same exact list that you're scrolling on, watching this right now. All right, YouTube, podcast, Spotify, SoundCloud, whatever. That Hope Trilly interview is up there too. But she's got a song with Hope Trilly. It's called Out of My Character. I personally don't have to know why this song came about or what inspired it. It's literally just like who the fuck you really are. But I digress, JC Rocker. Tell the people what brung you out of your character. You know what I'm saying, to make you write this particular record.
Well, I definitely believe, women, I hate to use that term, but female rappers, we don't have, a lot of, rah-rah music to get that aggression out. Of course, the industry, not the whole entire culture, but the industry is just, women sexualized, and nothing wrong with that and sometimes, but we got to have a balance, and women need that aggression too. We definitely need that because, I know we have to be demure, we have to be ladylike, but we're human, and sometimes we just wanna put a bitch in a place, his or her place, or if we have to throw hands, we do what we have to do. But I made Out of My Character because I try to be nice. I definitely do try to be nice. It's important. It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. But people will take kindness for weakness, and that's what gets me mad. Somebody is being, cool with you, or they by themselves, and somebody will literally go out their way, because we all know the saying, misery loves company, and they just want to rain on somebody's parade because they need that energy sucked out. It's like, I'm miserable, so why is this person happy? I'm going to make sure this person is just as miserable as me, and it's like, you better be careful who you're messing with, because you could be like, you know what, I should have left this person alone. And I guess it's a Pisces thing, like Monique Slaughter said, if you give me bitch, you get bitch. If you give me respect, you get respect. And, and Out of My Character came like that because, I like to be the homegirl JC. I like to be cool JC and, smiley and all that stuff. So if I get out of my character, just know that I was provoked.
All right. That's it. That's the post. Jesse Rocker, Out of My Character. This is K100 Radio.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
I was on my nice shit, now I'm on bitch shit. Cause you had to do bitch shit. I was gonna be classy, but you wanna challenge me. Now I gotta do a switch. You just turned on my petty. You activated the smoke alarm, you better be ready. Bully yourself, empty your own common sense. I ain't asked for a loan, bitch, keep your 2 cents. Tryna be relevant, but you are a nuisance. Sad part, you just don't get it. Can't take a hit, but you wanna give orders. God damn it, you really a stupid bitch. Me taking advice from you, might as well as a poor person. How to be rich, wasn't ready for the turn up, now you wanna back down. Motherfucker shit is just mind your business. Ain't nobody ask you, better sit your ass down and eat your food. Can't cash with your check, now I'm going for your neck. Now I got a diss cause you don't respect. Goddamn, you just got me out of my character. You just got me out of my character. Goddamn, you just got me out of my character. You just got me out of my character. God got me out of my character.
gangster, none to lose. Haters throw salt when they open the wounds. Don't ask me shit, I don't follow rules. We ain't have shit, you grew up with a spoon. Run me mine, I'm back to basics. As fuck, you pay me like tax evasion. My niggas riding like a taxi waiting. Got problems with me, that's a bad equation. This ain't a game, now you know you in trouble. I don't do sorries, I'm busting your bubble. Anything I touch, I triple or double. It's arms around, but we don't wanna cuddle. Big truly boss shit, yeah, I'm one up. Should've never said none. You don't want none, young, but I'm OG. On the come up, tell them if they run up, get done up.
Ain't nobody ask you. Better sit your ass down and eat your food. Can't cash with your check, now I'm going for your neck. Now I got a diss cause you don't respect. Goddamn, you just got me out of my character. You just got me out of my character. Goddamn, you just got me out of my character. You just got me out of my character. Goddamn.
Nah, they don't want the smoke, not the one you should provoke. Have my back against the ropes, they just mad I got the
Better check for me, but never check me. Staying in the light, count your blessings. Had it out for me, but God hid for me. Chasing clouds, got you looking messy. Ain't nobody ask you. Better sit your ass down and eat your food. Can't cash with your check, now I'm going for your neck. Now I got a diss cause you don't respect. Goddamn, you just got me out of my character. You just got me out of my character. Goddamn, you just got me out of my character. You just got me out of my character. Goddamn. Rocker, Trilly. Rocker, Trilly. Rocker, Trilly. Rocker, Trilly. Rocker, Trilly.
It's going down.
Here's another exclusive interview on K100 Radio. You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
All right. Yep.
K100, you bastard.
We rocking with JC Rocker. We rocking with the Rocker. And y'all bitches stop making it get out of a character. Stop doing shit to piss people off. People that just don't be pissing people off and then you won't have problems. It's pretty much the message. Shout out to Hope Truly, my guy Set Wines, everybody over 80 Grand Music. She smashed that feature. All right, JC, we got to get ready to wrap this thing up. All right. We've heard Oop. We were out of our character. Tell everybody what's coming up next. We got a whole album coming. How can they get this music? Let everybody know what's good, how they can get in touch with you, and how they can find all this music they've heard on the show today.
All right, JC Rocker is available on all platforms. Spotify, Tidal, Apple, YouTube, and building up the content on the YouTube. So Rocker YouTube is coming. Don't worry, people. At Miss JC Rocker 1, Twitter and Instagram. At Miss JC Rocker on TikTok. JC Rocker official Facebook page. JCROCKER. If it doesn't have this beautiful chocolate face, that ain't me.
All right, JC.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we always got you back over here at K100 Radio. Of course, you can download the K100 Radio app for free. It doesn't cost you anything. You can hear Oops and other records like that by JC Rocker on our rotation. Just make sure you rock with us. The app is free. It doesn't cost you anything. It's available for iPhones or Androids. Doesn't matter. Like I said, if you got any other kind of phone, like, how does that shit still work at this point? You got a Windows phone or a BlackBerry, like, nigga, you do? Like, so those shit still open? They still work? It is what it is now. We're in a two-phone society. I don't know what to tell you. So, whatever kind of phone you got, it's a 90% chance, unless you're rocking with a 1990s flip phone, that you can download the K100 Radio app for free and listen to the music, listen to some of the content. Please subscribe to our Spotify, to hear this interview with JC Rocker and many others, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, JC, before we go, any parting words? I'm going to let you have it. What you got for us?
First of all, shout out to the OGs, such as UPD, Jay Harris, Kavon Hill, a.k.a. Temptation, Tim and Kelby. Thank y'all for being my mentors. Thank y'all for letting me ride. Thank y'all for giving me wisdom. Thank y'all, and shout out to my family. The ones that some of the ones that I'm related to, and also the ones that I've chosen. I really love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I want to say, and thank y'all for listening to this interview. Hope y'all rock with me and rock it out. Rock with the Rocker.
All right. And that's going to be that. K100 Radio.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
Follow the podcast on Spotify. We're back tomorrow. Illa Kill. Wednesday, this Wednesday, not every Wednesday. I used to say Wednesdays at 8, but now I'm just too busy. I can't do it every Wednesday. But this week we are live for Illa Kill tomorrow. 8 to 10 p.m. So if you're watching this live right now, come right back to whatever platform you're watching this on, YouTube, Instagram, whatever. And Illa Kill is tomorrow from 8 to 10 p.m. Our live music review show where we show love to the independent artists. We'll be back with that tomorrow or this week. Again, RIP to my girl, Grandy, Vish, Corey, Mama, all you guys down there, man. We lost the real one. We lost the queen. That's why I've been bumping that South Park all day. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. But condolences to the family back home, you know what I'm saying, for that loss. Make sure you hit subscribe on that YouTube channel, K100 Radio.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
In 3, 2, 1.
It's Street Anthems, bitch. Hey. Come on. Music certified by the streets.
This your man DJ Will Money. Catch my mix show Street Anthems live right here on this station. I'm playing the hottest hip hop and R&B music. I'm also showing love to all the independent artists with the Indie Spotlight segment. So tune in to your favorite station right here. Let's get it.
Hey yo, Street Anthems live mix show.
Yeah, keep it locked.
Get live with DJ Will Money.
Playing the hottest hip hop